Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is a pick a card reading and it's a general reading, so it should fit any situation that you find yourself in. And as always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. I'm going to show you the reverse side of the cards in case that helps with your selection. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can book that in the description box below. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful blue obsidian pyramid, then this is going to be your reading. And the blue obsidian is a wonderful, grounding, transformative stone, really supportive of that throat chakra, spiritual development. And then the fact that it's in the shape of a pyramid really amplifies that energy. So right now you might be feeling very on point, no pun intended. So group 1, we're going to look at your reading, some of the main signs. I see Aries here, nice strong energy, Libra as well, Aquarius also. So those are the main energies. Don't worry too much if that's not your sun sign. It could be someone you're dealing with or just a part of your chart that's activated, really happening. So we have the pendulum this week. So if you'd like to think of your question, I'll do that for you at the end. And let's jump into your reading, starting with the past energy. What you've just been moving through is the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. Starting with the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is after we've made changes in our life. We've decided to go a different path. And then on that path, we continue to take steps and we're waiting to see what this path has for us, what's in store. So there's definitely some things in the past you were waiting to come towards you, and it looks like some of them have with this 6 of Wands here. 6 of Wands is about public victory, being acknowledged for your work and your efforts. It's people seeing you and cheering you on as well. So there may have been an opportunity, you're really climbing up this mountain, you're nearly at the peak by the look of this. So it's like you've been waiting for your chance to really show who you are and what you're capable of, and somebody has picked it up and noticed. I see that here. You also have the 2 of Pentacles, which shows that you're really juggling a lot of different responsibilities and a lot of different things in your mind at the moment. Things might be really, really busy and at times almost overwhelming, but it's all worth it because you chose this path and you really want the success that's coming for you. You deserve it, you've earned it, you're working towards it. So in a nutshell, that's the past energy. As we progress into the week ahead, there's a bit of a mixed bag. First of all, you have the Hanged Man. So this is a card of feeling a little bit stuck sometimes and needing to open your mind or change your perspective on something. So it's interesting because you've actually got this beautiful card as your main choosing card, which I thought went really well with your blue pyramid as well. Blue might really be your color at the moment. Actually, speaking of which, you've got this card, the colors you wear. So maybe wearing blue might be really powerful for you, or any other color you feel drawn to, but there's interesting synchronicity in all of that. Lots of blue in your reading, actually. This card is open your mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. And with the Hanged Man sitting there, and you've also, I'm going to hold this up, I feel like they're all tied together. You've got the full moon in Pisces with Forgive. So there may be something you're needing to shift your mind around with, or you maybe needing to forgive yourself or somebody in a situation, maybe letting yourself off the hook if you're being really hard on yourself for a decision that you have to make, or it could also be around viewing your situation differently. You have a lot of different options right now. With the 7 of Cups coming after this, it's like maybe it's like reconsider some of your choices. Because with the 7 of Cups, it's like an overwhelm. You're not knowing which cup is going to be the right choice, right? And there's a sense of wishing you had more information, or wish you could see the path ahead a little clearer and you'd be able to make that decision easier. You're going to need to open your mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. So there's definitely something you're juggling with the 2 of Pentacles as well. It's like you really want to climb to success, but with this juggling, there may be some things you're needing to reconsider here. So, and actually you've also got, I'm going to just go to the cards that call out, hey, you've got the Moth and the Eucalyptus with an ending. So we'll read from the book later for that one, but right now I can see how this all ties in. You might be considering what needs to stay and what needs to go in your life, and with the Hanged Man and forgiveness, you may be needing to forgive yourself or someone else in a situation here. In the middle of your week, these two came flying out together. You've got the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups. Some of you might be celebrating a special birthday or a special occasion. There's definitely wish fulfillment here. There's lots of tears, you know, the glass is in toast, and a lot of happiness. There's companionship and support with the Two of Cups. This can be like a very special friend of yours. It could be your partner. There's definitely a lot of wish fulfillment around your relationship area this week. So something really nice could be a special occasion that's happening, like I said, like a birthday, maybe an anniversary, something like that. Or it could be something completely different that is very meaningful to you and your partnership. So in the middle of the week, there's a lot of connectedness and really nice energy there. At the end of the week, we have got the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups. So this could be you or someone else. There's a lot of stress in a particular situation here. With the Nine of Swords, it's sleepless nights, it's having dreams, it's getting up in your mind a bit too much around something you need to let go of, the Eight of Cups. Something that you gave your all. So I put that on shush. You gave your all in a situation. When we see the Eight of Cups, you really did. You went above and beyond for someone or a situation, and there may be a lot of stress around that because there's nothing you can do anymore. It's out of your hands. So Eight of Cups is walking away from something that you can no longer continue, and you may be really beating yourself up over that or feeling quite stressed. So in the area of challenge, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So Four of Pentacles, it comes out when we need to really conserve our resources. We need to protect our energy, and we need to lock the door, sort of thing. So maybe it's that you need to block a certain energy from your life, or maybe you need to say no or have certain boundaries. Four of Pentacles needs to conserve their resources for themselves, and they don't have any more to give externally at this time. So maybe it is that you have experienced that from somebody else. Somebody else has maybe, you know, said, look, I can't help you with this. It's going to have to be something you deal with on your own. Or the other way around, maybe you're having to say that to somebody. With the Page of Cups here, you may be a very compassionate heart and find that very hard to do, being that it is in your challenge. It could also be around that area of forgiveness again. There's a lot of deep reflection in this situation, like looking long and hard in the mirror at yourself and really wondering what's the right thing to do. I can see that you are a little bit troubled by a choice you need to make. And it's interesting the way the week's sort of broken up into sections. So it kind of shows me that you're either dealing with three different areas of life all at once, hence that Two of Pentacles, juggling all the responsibility. Or it's just that that's the way the week unfolds, quite segmented in a way. So in the area of what will help with your challenge, you have the Three of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Cups. So this situation certainly involves heartbreak or betrayal with the Three of Swords here. It's very painful. But with the Emperor in the center, it's like you're needing to make an executive decision around this situation that relates to your happiness, with the Ten of Cups on the end there. So something very painful needs your authority, or it may need the authority of someone else. Whoever is calling the shots here, I do feel like it's you. So a painful situation where there may have been betrayal, and now there's an executive decision being made to choose your happiness with the Ten of Cups. And this could also have to do with a certain relationship that may have broken down, or a future relationship where there's a wedding on the horizon. Something like this might be tied up in here as well. So we've got the moving keys and a moving truck here as well. So there could be a lot of logisticals tied up in this that's very stressful. But again, I just keep coming back to this need to make an executive decision. Underlying energy of this reading, I will mention, is the Six of Swords. So it's definitely getting easier. Things are getting better. Your life is improving. I want to say dramatically, because especially given that this is a really dark wasteland here, and this is magical. What you're running towards is magical. There's a lot more peace on the horizon for you. Really good blessings on the way, that's for sure. So in the area of what you don't see coming, we have the World here. So with the World, that is the end of a cycle, but the beginning of a new one. A new cycle that is slow and steady with the Knight of Pentacles. You also have the Five of Cups and the Star. So there's something new coming in. It may be tied to a loss or a grief here with the Five of Cups, but there's a lot of hope that this renewal is going to be really healing for everyone involved. Things are going to progress very slowly, and that might be why there's sadness. Things are moving very, very slowly, but it is definitely a new beginning that, even though it may be slow or there's some sort of emotional sadness connected to this, grief, regret, loss, whatever it may be, And this grief may not even be your energy. It may be someone you're dealing with. Maybe you have, I don't even want to suggest, I'll just leave it with you. You know what that is, hopefully. With the star on the end, it's really, I'm hearing the word promise. It's like a promise from the universe that this is how it's supposed to be, and that blessings will unfold from this situation, even though there is grief and sadness mixed in with this situation. Things will progress nice and slowly. Everything seems to be fair. I see the Justice card. Let's go into the outcome. You have collaborations, so you've definitely got a lot of support around you, and you're learning a lot of different things from different characters right now. It's a good time to be learning and investing in your joint projects with others. Seven of Pentacles. You've definitely got a lot going on with your joint projects, because you've also got Seven of Pentacles, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. So things you work on right now are actually going to make you quite a lot of financial success in the future. You also have the Tower here as well. So some things may need to be broken down in order to build this. Things are going to be reshuffling. I'm just hearing reshuffle, redeal. There may be, you may be given a new hand of cards to play in life, but it definitely shows me that things you're invested in right now are bringing you that it's like a karmic reward or something. These are the things you deserve, and I'm not afraid of this Tower at the end. This Tower is the things that need to fall away so that you can have this long-lasting success with the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, look at your joint projects right now and really give them your all. Be very honest and true and fair to these projects. Everything that you're juggling, I see it's a lot, but some things need to fall away in order for that to take place. I can see quite clearly that. So let's have a look at that ending card with the moth and the eucalyptus. I'll read the reverse and the upright in case someone gets something from either. So the upright meaning of this card is an ending is imminent. This could mean the end of a relationship, a hobby or interest, a job, or any number of other things. While endings sometimes mark loss, they don't always. And even if we do experience grief, we have the power to emerge from it with a better understanding of ourselves. And the reverse, take which one resonates. Your resistance to change is preventing you from embracing your full potential. It's okay to let go and move forward. As painful as it may be at first, loosening your grip on the past will open the door to transformation. And some of the prompting questions are, how can I be more accepting of change? I like the affirmation, change is uncomfortable, I accept uncomfortable. And what tools do I have that might help me feel safe and protected when change occurs in my life? I'm sure you've got plenty of tools there as well. So where do we go from here? More oracle cards. Maybe we'll look at forgive with the full moon in Pisces and see what comes up with that card here. It says, be careful that you're not coming at your current situation with your mind made up. This card is a reminder that life is unfolding mystery and you need to go with it. Instead of trying too hard to tick every box for your dreams to come true, fall into the dreams a little. It could well be that that's what's blocking your current manifestation, is what you haven't forgiven, is that you haven't forgiven yourself or someone else for something that happened in the past. To boost your manifesting powers, forgive yourself and anyone else who needs forgiveness. You can also call on Kuan Yin for compassion and mercy, and there's also lavender essential oils, would be beautiful to use as well. You have some tea leaf oracles, which is really interesting. It ties in so beautifully with your tarot. So you have the casket, someone is going out of your life or the end of a situation. And then immediately after that came success. And it really echoes like everything in this reading. It's like once you let go of some things or something, success can come in, your wish fulfillment is there. You have man, dealing or relationship with a man. This could be that collaboration you're working on. And you have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. You can trust in that. With your self-care prompts, we had the colors you wear. I did recommend blue, but of course choose what works for you. Color magic can be really, really powerful. You've got start a side hustle. The best way to become your own boss is to start a side hustle. Side projects are fun. And lie in truth, use discernment, see things for how they really are, not for how you want them to be. So let's have a look at your pendulum to finish up your reading. So can I see yes for group 1? Doesn't want to move. Divine Creator, please allow this pendulum to be moved by your loving guidance. Can I see yes for group 1? There we go. And we're awake. Can I see a no? Too easy. Can I see the answer for group 1's question? Nice and simple. It is a yes. So the answer for your question is yes, and hopefully that is supportive, but always use discernment with such a tool, group 1. And that's what I have for you this week. So hopefully that resonated with you and gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance for your week ahead. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group 1. Bye. Hey, group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this pyramid, I believe it's chocolate jasper, but I'm not too certain. The thing I am certain of is that it is a very grounding stone, and perhaps quite amplified because it is in the shape of a pyramid. So maybe this is a time to stay very grounded, stay in your center. And it actually even matches the colors. Group 1 had the same thing. The beautiful first card like really matches the colors, and theirs was quite blue, and I really loved that. That was nice to see. I think group 3 is actually the same. I love when there's a color match with the crystal and the main card. Okay, group 2. So let's have a look. Who's in your reading today? We've got Leo here, and that's actually all. Oh, Gemini as well. So that could be you, part of your chart, someone else. It doesn't matter all that much. We're going to do the pendulum. So if you have a question, hold that for the end, and I will ask the pendulum for you. Let's jump into the past energy as always with the King of Pentacles first of all. King of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Beautiful energy. You've got a lot of support around you right now. In the recent past, there is celebrations. I'm hearing things are improving. So there might be an area where you're trying to give more love, more presence, more compassion, more creativity. There's definitely improvement somewhere. This King of Pentacles could be you, it could be someone else, but whoever it is, they're providing a lot of stability in your life. So I see all the grapes and the finance here. So finances might be improving. Maybe that's the area where things are getting better. The beautiful little chick hatching in the nest here, it could be that there's news of a new birth, a new project, something really exciting, maybe a pregnancy. With the Ace of Cups as well, that can be a bit of a pregnancy card, so that might have been a message for you in the recent past. Either way, it doesn't have to be about that. It can be about just celebrating new beginnings, celebrating milestones, new love. Maybe it's a new connection for you that's come into your life. Maybe you've made some new beautiful friends. Just there's a lot of new birthing energy here in this recent past part of your reading, and you do have a lot of support. I feel like this is someone around you, not particularly you, but if it is you, that's totally fine. The King of Pentacles is someone he's a fantastic dad, he's a fantastic business owner, he's a fantastic partner. So he makes it to the business meetings, he makes it to the kids' football, and he brings flowers home for his wife at the end of the day. That's the normal cliche sort of image of what the King of Pentacles is like. He's very fair. He can be quite indulgent at times as well. So maybe likes a little bit too much of something, but quite often he's very generous and very supportive as well. So yeah, that's energy around you, or it could be you. So in the week ahead, we're starting with the 9 of Wands. So there may be a little bit of tiredness in you at the moment, or there could have been some pain in the past that's sort of coming through your mind, or just feeling ultra protective of your space, or maybe you're feeling energies that are threatening around you. So, you've got the scarecrow up, you want to push things away. So that might be going on inside you at the moment with that 9 of Wands. It can also just be quite just wary of the world. So yeah, there's some battle scars here, but with the coming off the Ace of Cups, I feel like you're healing this, but it's still present. You have the 6 of Wands coming out next as well. So it's like there's something you really want to succeed at, and you might be feeling like, I'm hearing the word downtrodden. Maybe you feel downtrodden, but there's something you want to do, and you're going to be good at it, but you're you're either maybe a little defensive about your approach, or maybe there's been some critiquing and that's been hard to take. Maybe you're not the best with criticism, even if it's valid. Maybe that's it. There's something that you know you're good at, and it's like you want to protect it either way. If it's not criticism, that's fine. It could just be this, that it's like it's new, like it's a new little sapling, and it needs to be protected because you know it's going to become something great. It needs your strength. It needs your, look at the protection on both sides. We're preparing by putting up a scarecrow so things don't come near, and over here we're pushing the bull away. So there's definitely something that's very precious to you that you will protect at all costs. You may have some conflict or things coming against you with this strength card that you need to deal with, and the 7 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords, whoa, at the end of your week definitely shows that you are going to go through some sort of bump this week, where you need to either defend your position, stand up for yourself. It could be painful. You have got here in the oracle cards, these two came out together, the mice with discord amongst family and friends, and then scissors with disappointment in some affair. So you definitely got something coming up later in the week to deal with, but 6 of Swords, I hear take it in my stride. So you're likely going to take it in your stride. You'll learn what you need to from it. You're not going to make it mean anything more than it does. You'll defend yourself where necessary, and just stay focusing on your happy and not get caught up in the drama. That's what I feel this is going to be about. So no matter what is coming your way this week, trust that you have got the strength. The 7 of Wands is keeping the water at bay, so it's like taking precautionary measures. You're already doing that. I feel like you're kind of hyper vigilant at the moment anyway, so yeah, you're going to do what's necessary to really protect. I'm hearing protect your baby, so that's not for everyone, of course, but I heard that specifically just then. There's somebody you might want to protect your baby or something. Maybe you have a small child and you're dealing with co-parenting, and that's not fun, or I don't know, there's something about that, but of course that's specific, not for everyone. 3 of Swords is the energy of betrayal, and with the 6 of Swords coming after it, I feel like it's something you already know. It's just like you're just leaving that behind. It's energy you're leaving behind. That's what I feel, and you're not allowing that to taint your mind or your experience in life, or to make you jaded. In the area of challenge, you've got the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. So there's definitely a sense of being overwhelmed by responsibility or burden, or like you're trying to be everywhere at once or everything for everyone. That might resonate with you as well. Fairly overwhelmed is your challenge. 10 of Wands is definitely, there's room to put things down that you don't need to be taking on. So be mindful of where you can make some cuts and just sort of take things a little easier. I feel like I want to come back to this message of being centered. That feels like that's the most important thing to take from this. So don't worry too much about the future. Try not to dwell too much on the past, but just stay in the now. And I'm hearing stay in your happy. There's something really important about that. And that makes sense, because actually the tarot for what will help with the challenge is a 2 and a 10 as well. But it's the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. So the 2 of Swords is where we're pulled between our head and our heart. We're not sure. Sometimes we feel quite conflicted. There's like a battle going on here. But the 10 of Cups is our ultimate happiness. It's our happy ever after. It's the beautiful family and the dog, and it's all the good things that we strive towards in life. With the 2 of Swords, it's asking you to drop out of the mind and just come into that heart space and let that lead you. So try not to, again, think too far into the future, dwelling on the past. Just stay in your happy, stay in the now. That's probably why I heard that, stay in your happy. So yeah, you may feel overwhelmed by responsibility or certain situations that are going on, but you've got other things to focus on. You've got really good things going on for yourself. So whatever you like, I'm just seeing the scissors now. If there's disappointment and you need to cut some cords, then just do that. Look, I want to hold these up now too, actually. These are your self-care prompts. You've got challenge yourself, celebrate yourself, and have fun again, right? These are the self-care prompts for this week. So challenge yourself. Don't set limits on your potential. Celebrate yourself. You've come a long way. Take a moment to celebrate yourself, and then having fun again. You can love life again and try to enjoy life more by having fun. This stay in the now. you challenge yourself to be able to let go, maybe, or to face this situation with diplomacy or decorum or some sort of grounding sense. You have got mountain here with major challenge to overcome, but I do really feel like you can overcome that. You've got hour with good advice from a wise person. So whether it's the messages coming through this reading, or you've got a good friend you chat with this week that gives you some advice around the situation, just pull on your resources, stay grounded. Whatever it is will pass, and you just need to stick to your choices and feel good about what you're protecting, because in middle of this reading is the Six of Wands. So you're doing what you need to do, and it's going to cause I feel like that's the wrong word, but whatever, it's going to cause success for you. It's going to bring it's going to put you where you need to be. So in the area of what you don't see coming, we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So there's maybe a partnership here with the Magician and the Three of Pentacles. There may be a collaboration or a partnership here, or it could be you and your partner. Either way, there's something going on where you're working together to manifest an outcome that you desire that's going to make you very happy. Collaboration definitely here with the Three of Pentacles, working together and creating something together. So what you don't see coming is you and another, maybe a masculine and a feminine coming together, whether that's romantic or business or other, whatever it is, family dynamics. You're working together with this person to bring forward what you need. I do feel like there's some subtle differences between this King of Wands and Queen of Cups. Of course there is. One's Wands and one's Cups, and one's masculine, one's feminine. Very, very different people, I kind of feel. But that's the thing about the Three of Pentacles, is when differences come together, it actually makes something even better, because they've got this different experience or different culture or whatever it is that comes together to create something quite special. So working together to get things done is what I'm hearing with that. It could be financially related. I just see the Devil, Four of Pentacles. So there could be a financial pinch in the situation as well. Someone might be holding on to resources. I have the Ten of Swords. There could be something bound up in inheritance situation, a father figure. I don't know. There's something going on there. It'll be different for everyone. In the outcome, you have the Four of Cups. Now, this is an interesting Four of Cups, and what I notice about it is that Four of Cups is usually a card of pessimism and disappointment, feeling like a victim, looking at all the things that haven't worked out and not really impressed with the current situation, even though there's usually a golden opportunity right around the corner somewhere. This person's too down and out to be even noticing that. But the thing about this one is all four cups are actually outside the window. Usually it's just three cups they're focused on, but it's all four, and the rain is filling them. So it tells me that things that have disappointed you, or things that haven't worked out in what you think is your favor, are actually working out in your favor, and you don't know it yet. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles as well. So there's maybe a financial improvement in your situation, or something going on that is going to really improve, but it's just a little bit further down the track. You just have to trust your cups are being filled, your wishes will be granted, and everything is going to be just fine. Things are moving ahead for you in a really wonderful way. I feel like there's like a business project here that might be like in the works, something new beginning here. So some of you might be around business and finance. I feel that quite strongly in this reading. It could be relationship of two as well, whatever, but this one is really asking you to trust that even though it may look like it's not going in your favor or something's not working out, it actually is. It really is. So in your oracles, you have the Dawn of Love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. Let's have a little read for you. The dark night of the soul is gone. Awaken to the arrival of a bright new love on the horizon for your life. Open your arms and spread the light of joy everywhere around you. You have not been placed on earth just to spend your time planning for the future or reviewing memories of the past. Now is the time to enrich your life. This is the real work Hafiz is so graciously offering you. Make the journey of your life more meaningful by setting your direction to focus on love. When you take this on willingly, it becomes the work of grace and brings excitement your way. Even pain becomes easier to handle. Be assured that love increases value in what you do and enhances who you truly are. When you carry the treasure of love, you gain its elegance in everything you do in life. So definitely sweetness. And you've got this tulip card here in the last tea leaf, which is passion. So definitely a time to be following your passions and really following your heart. That's what will help with the challenge. Although there's some things that are burdening you right now, things are up in the air, you're not sure how things are going to go, you just drop into that heart space like the advice suggests. You have the new moon in Gemini with think it through, and a positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts, think it through. Look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. And again, that wise owl, good advice from a wise person. So there may be someone you get to chat with this week who helps you sort of build that strength, resilience, or understanding. And you may need to help people use your strength and be very mindful in how you speak to defend your position or get people to see something your way. That might be what that's about as well. And it helps you just leave behind this disappointment or heartache and just move into a smoother time, because you're on the right track. So with the finch and the peach, we have romance. I'm going to read that as well. I'm going to read the reversal and the upright, and you can take which one resonates for you. So the upright is, your vibrancy and charm have led to a blossoming romance. Be open to and accepting of new love's many delights. We see that new love energy in the Ace of Cups, and there's definitely a masculine and feminine coming together in what you don't see coming for some sort of collaboration. Some of you might be business, others romance. The reversal of this card, in case it resonates, is your timidity or unwillingness to take risks may be hindering your chances at love. Remember that vulnerability, while frightening, is essential to healthy relationships. So the prompting questions are, how do I show others I love them? And do I feel safe and supported enough to be open to new love? Beautiful questions to ask. And we already saw your self-care prompts with the challenge yourself, celebrate yourself, and have fun again. These are the themes for your week. We did see the challenges in the Discord with the mice. So let's jump to that pendulum question for your reading. So we have a question for group 2. Can we see what their yes is going to look like? Can I see a yes for group 2? Can I see a no for group 2? Sorry, Tilly's about to jump on the table. Can I see a no for group 2? That's better. Okay, can I have the answer for group 2's question? Oh, it's very maybe. Okay. Yeah. Oh. It feels very round and round. I'm just going to call that at a maybe. For some reason we're not meant to know yet, or it could be undecided, or it could have to do with the positive thinking that's required from that dawn of love message. Yeah, we'll just leave that question. So hopefully the clarity comes in the right timing. We always know that it does. And that's what I have for group 2. So hopefully that resonated, gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this Nephrite Jade Pyramid, then this is going to be for you. So Nephrite Jade is a wonderful dreaming stone. You may have been getting messages in your dreams lately. I know mine have been really vivid the last few nights. Yeah, beautiful dream stone to help recall dreams or even analysis of them, or also analysis of psychic messages, things like that. So maybe there's just a few cards here that sort of speak to getting messages that might not be clear or true. So let's get through the reading, see what comes up about that. But there's definitely messages around you that you might need more clarity with. So group 3, some of the energy in your reading I see is Cancer, Libra, Virgo, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, and then the main fixed signs of Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. So let's jump into your reading, starting with the past energy, and I'm going to do the pendulum for you. If you have a question, you can ask that at the end. So starting with the past energy, we have got the Moon, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. So this is a murky energy, laden with fear and maybe even illusion. This situation, which again comes back to that like messages of the dreams, and you've actually got the card Dragon here with beware of self-delusion. So there's some murky energy going on around you at the moment. It might be really good to do a nice clearing of your energy field, maybe even get a reading. You've got that here as well. Getting a reading can be really helpful in these situations, because sometimes we can start to build up an image or a vision of something that's not actually the truth, and that might be getting in the way of this situation for you. So the Queen of Swords is a discerning energy, and the Seven of Swords after it is sometimes it's misleading and sneaky, or other times it's more about strategizing. But so either way, if it's coming off the Moon, it's sort of like there may be a story going on, and it's causing there to be strategic moves in this situation, but it's based in fear or illusion. So this could be you, it could be someone you're dealing with, but this is the past energy. There's been some kind of beliefs here that's caused you to take a certain set of actions, feeling like you're being discerning, or but that's somehow it's maybe gotten things into a murkier situation, or it can be quite confusing. You may have also you're protecting yourself against this energy, as the Queen of Swords can have strong boundaries and be quite experienced. But I'm not so certain that's it. It'll be different for everyone. Some of you may resonate that way. Others of you may resonate that you feel like you've sort of gotten yourself into a bit of a mental mess or something like that, that's come from like wounds in the past or subconscious beliefs, or so some of these beliefs may not even be conscious. They may be it could be like imprinting from your childhood or something like that. The cats just want to jump up and there's a candle there. Don't you do it. So in the current energy, you have got the first two that came out was Judgment and the Ten of Wands. So there may have been a judgment placed on you, or you're placing a judgment on another. Take how it resonates. This one's a bit tricky to choose like who's who, because I really feel like some of you will resonate one way and others will be different. But the Judgment and the Ten of Wands is a heavy judgment. So there's something going on here where you've either judged yourself really harshly, or someone else has judged you harshly, or you and another, where there's just this belief that I'm not sure what the belief is, but there's certainly a heaviness attached to it. So critical judgments or feeling judged, or maybe judging yourself could be the situation here as well. So it does feel a little heavy, and it could be in relation to friendships. With the Ten of Wands, the next card was the Three of Cups. So for some of you, it's in relation to friendships. Others of you, this is separate, because it did come out separate to the Judgment and Ten of Wands. So some of you, it's that like, although you're dealing with this heavy situation, you might have some really good friends around you that are sort of helping. See the sunbeams that shine down on this card. So it's like they're helping bring the light into your life, or, there's definitely, maybe there's things that you are celebrating at the moment outside of this other situation. So it could be two different things, but for some of you, it is the fact that you feel like harshly judged by a group of friends, or maybe you've moved away from some friends. There could be drama going on with all of that. Into the week ahead further, we have got the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the King of Swords now. So King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and they sort of face each other and bookmark the reading, or bookend the reading in a way, like the way they sit on the table. It's like you may be slowly moving towards, it's like what I'm getting with this is like a slow tower moment, where like bit by bit things fall away until it's just crumbled, and then from there you can rebuild something new. So it may be that there's more things to unfold this week, some sort of disagreements, tension or conflict. You've actually got the full moon in Scorpio with breathe through the tension. So that's definitely staying grounded with the Knight of Pentacles. Keep to your practices that keep you grounded. I'm getting yoga. Some of you might be doing yoga to stay grounded. Staying in the body, staying centered, breathing, breath work. There might be some really good things for you. Or you may also just be like working through friendship tensions and like trying to clear the air with people. I'm not sure how it's showing up, but I do feel like it's sort of like something that's sort of dragged out in a way, and it may be coming to a halt or something like that. The world. So it's like if there's something coming to a culmination here. And then the Star after the World. So, and then the Six of Cups, the Lovers. So things can get better. Once this is cleared, the air is cleared, or whatever feathers need to get ruffled, or whatever towers need to fall. It's so that the path can be cleared. That's what it's about, and it needs to happen. There needs to be clarity. There needs to be truth. There may be tension in a relationship here. It's like slowly, it may be something that's like slowly been breaking down for a while. And the King of Swords is not always the kindest energy, especially coming off the Five of Wands. This can be someone who can be very harsh with their words, or cold-hearted at times as well. So you might be really needing soft-hearted people around you at the moment, especially if you are dealing with someone who is quite cold. I think you do need that. I think you need softness around you. So in the area of challenge, you've got the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse. So the Hermit's walking away from the Eight of Swords. So it's like you may have been mentally trapped in a situation for quite some time, and it could be very overwhelming, causing you to doubt all sorts of things and think all sorts of things, very limited beliefs, putting yourself in a mental prison. The thing about the Eight of Swords is they put themselves there and they can get themselves out. The Hermit is walking away from that energy though, and this is reversed. So this tells me you may have been told something, or maybe got a message from spirit, or a non-benevolent spirit or something like that. I'm not sure what it is. I do feel like it's attached to this dragon energy of self-delusion. With the High Priestess coming reversed in the Eight of Swords, it's like some sort of story or belief or delusion or illusion has caused you to feel quite stuck. And the challenge is the Hermit, to move yourself away from that and go and seek the real truth that you can find inside your heart, inside yourself, inside your spirit. Not inside the ego, the mind and the desires and things that we want, but that real truth inside of yourself, to slow down, to let go of the frustration and find that a bit of soul searching is required, and that is the challenge. What will help with the challenge though, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. So a fresh beginning, to let yourself have some sunshine, to let there be illumination, to let the wheel turn, for there to be change, for a new beginning to become. The rainbow after the storm, all of that stuff. So there really is good times right ahead for you, or on the other side of this, but it's a matter of breaking free from this heaviness, whatever it is, the belief, if it's a belief. Again, I've mentioned it before, I'll mention again, kinesiology is fantastic to get to the root core of these things, these subconscious beliefs that are running that we're not even consciously aware of at times. The body has a way of communicating to let us know that information through muscle monitoring, and kinesiology is the best tool to get that information and to create balance. So if you want to book that in, you're free to check out in the description box. You can book on my page for distance sessions, or you can find someone in your area. It'd be lovely as well if you have someone in your area for that. But any supports you can around you, good friends, softness, kindness, taking things easy, slowing down, letting conflict happen, I think as well is kind of important here, because whatever it is, it needs to come out so that it can either go away or disperse, dissolve. It can't just stay like this. I'm kind of feeling something needs to change, and it will, but slowly. It may have been heavy for some time. In the area of what you don't see coming, you have got the Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Ten of Swords. So there's definitely an ending to this situation, something that's kept you trapped. See these two people, they're chained to the devil's podium, but the Ten of Swords is gone. That whatever this is, you may not see it coming, but it is going to finish. The Five of Swords is walking away from the drama, from the battlefield. Nobody wins in this situation. Nobody leaves feeling good or victorious. Although there may be someone who is victorious somehow or feels that way, no one really is. That's the thing about the Five of Swords. It's a hollow battle. It's a hollow victory. With the Devil here though, and the Ten of Swords, whatever this is that's been keeping you low, keeping you trapped, it's going to leave your life. It's going to be finished. In the area of outcome, you have the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the, what is that? The Seven of Pentacles. So it's like, where do I go from here? You're moving forward. There's lots of communication about where you're going and what you're doing, but it's still a lot of uncertainty with the Seven of Cups. You've got a lot of options in front of you, a lot of different paths you can take, but you're being asked to just move forward. To just move forward and start investing in your health, in yourself. You've actually got here the Cane, pay attention to your health. So it might be really, really good. And you've also got the card Happiness. I'm pulling them all up early. So this is a time for you to pay attention to your health and really focus on your happiness. There's lots of different things you can choose right now. Be very careful what you choose. And the things you do decide to choose, commit to them fully. Really, loyalty and commitment is needed here, and really focus on whatever it is you're wanting to build, away from whatever the other things might be, the murky energy, the conflict, whatever it is, it's not for you. Time to move forward. There's lots of conversations about this. You might be talking to other people. There might be a bit of momentum happening. But there's still a sense of uncertainty, and you don't need to have it all figured out right now. Don't pressure yourself to have it all figured out. Just take small steps, be discerning, and breathe through the tension, as that other card said. So let's jump into the oracles. We have got two that came from this deck. I wasn't going to take them, but I had to. And just like the other cards, the colors matched your crystal. So you got these beautiful greens in this, and this one as well. Oops. And then the second was brown, the first was blue. I really love that. It happens quite often, actually. So anyway, the first card you got was slow down to relax, break to enjoy the beauty all around you. And then you had don't be frustrated, let go and feel peaceful. I feel like they speak for themselves. I don't even know if we need to go into them. I've bookmarked the slow down relax page. I'm going to read it. They do speak for themselves, but someone might get comfort from the words. So let's read it. There are times when we feel weary, drained and fatigued. Everything seems to be moving at a normal pace, yet our usual energy, drive and motivation takes a bit of a dive. This is when our body and soul are telling us to slow down, take care and to not burn ourselves out. The time has arrived to sit back, relax and focus on foreseeing the future. Rumi carries a powerful message. Turn your focus inward and towards your spiritual development. That is the Hermit. You are being called to slow down, to see more of the beauty around you. Rumi wants you to realize, if you haven't already, that the power is within you and you can create anything you wish. You've got the Sun here, and you've also got the Oracle card Wishbone with a wish is granted. So you will absolutely manifest the things that you love, the things that you want. And some of those might be not attached to what you think, but it might actually come in a different package entirely and make you even happier. We've all experienced a bit of that in our lives. So all of the answers you've been looking for are revealing themselves to you now. But first, you must take the time to connect with the inner source of your divine power. By quietening your mind, not only will you be able to see things more clearly and less reactively, but the spaces in your mind may bring forth some amazing insights. Whether it's a past life pattern or something you've learned, it's time to set yourself free so you may live more creatively and step into your true power. The mantra is, I am determined to fill more of my time with peace and to relax for as long as I need to renew. And do not be frustrated. I wonder, should we have a little peek at that one? Do not be frustrated. Why not? Skip ahead if you don't feel you need it. Feeling unusually frustrated and irritable is an indication that you are burned out. It's the same message, isn't it? Your body may be overwhelmed from life stresses and you may be missing love and excitement in your life. Hafiz refers to this state as the winds of fall in the meadow of life. This is when we are tempted to run away from others or hide in our own bubble, but we forget about the physical, social and spiritual resources available to us. Hafiz comes as the oracle to help you recognize There will never be a time when life is simple. You will find peace of mind only when you accept that there is no need to yearn, envy, or grab for what you want. Every moment is a chance to simply let go and feel composed and peaceful. Let that be your centering renewal. Beloved, your soul is surrounded by lovers who move beyond time. There is an ability within you to live more exuberantly than you could ever imagine. If you are experiencing confusion in your life or feeling that things are not going your way, this Sufi wisdom reminds you that it is time for some adjustments. Surrender to the flow that is guiding you away from what seems to be your comfort zone, allowing yourself to become more aligned with your inner spiritual growth. Above all, make time for more leisure and relaxation. Have a little fun, explore nature, meet new people, and be open to new experiences. The mantra is, I'm letting go of what disturbs me and causes me pain. I am determined to overcome the challenges that leave me feeling stuck, frustrated, and hopeless. I will be more open to my heart and to experiencing the joy of life. I'm really glad I read that one. That's beautiful. I love the fairy on there too, or an angel, perhaps you see her as an angel. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So as we saw, we had that breathe through the tension with full moon in Scorpio. There may very well be things coming to a head. It says in the book there may be a strong sexual tension, but it could be a different type of tension as well. You'll know how to relate that in your life. Yeah, using that energy, it's creative energy perhaps. You have the card of the Hound and Pair with loyalty. And I'm going to read the reverse meaning and the upright in case, you know, either one is for you. So the upright is a friendship is flourishing, your kindness and loyalty have been noticed, and your friend appreciates you. The reverse meaning is you may be harshly or irrationally judging those closest to you. While you might feel undeserving of kindness or friendship, this life is too difficult to face it alone. Accept companionship and avoid lashing out at those who care for you. The prompting questions are, am I loyal to my friends? And how can I improve my friendships so that my companions feel loved and appreciated? I love that. Okay, so we've gone through your oracles. And you have some self-care prompts. So one was to get a reading if you feel drawn to do that, maybe a balance. You have cut your screen time. That might be really beneficial right now, just to connect with yourself and not escape in that world. And love your single life. If this 10 of Swords is the end of a relationship, embrace all of the opportunities that you get to know yourself. Your singleness is an opportunity to spend quality time with yourself. What does quality time mean? What does that look like? So let's do your pendulum group 3. Have a look at what's going on there. So can I see a yes, please? Very good. Very small, but very good. There we go. And can I see a no? Wonderful. The answer for group 3's question. I thought it was going to say yes, but it's like going like maybe and no, like it's a no. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it really looked like it was going to be a yes, but it ended up being a no. So I guess it's a no. Hopefully that is a supportive answer for you, group 3, but always use discernment with a tool like the pendulum. And that is what I have for you this week. So hopefully that brought you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group 3.